Welcome to Selling South of Boston, your go-to resource for everything real estate on the South Shore and beyond.
We're your hosts, Renee,
Kim,
Laura.
local real estate experts, educators, and advocates helping buyers and sellers navigate today's market with confidence.
Whether you're thinking about buying your first home, selling your current one, or just love staying in the know with what's happening in our local market, you're in the right place.
Each week, we break down real estate strategies, share insider tips, and talk through real-life scenarios we see every day right here in Mass, so you can make smarter, more informed decisions.
so grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's talk real estate south of Boston. Before we discuss our latest podcast topic, our team would like to introduce our newest licensed realtor at the Selling South of Boston team, Anna Quinn. And we could not be more excited to welcome her. Born and raised right here in Plymouth, Anna brings something incredibly valuable to our team. True local knowledge, genuine community connection, and a first-hand understanding of what makes this town such a special place to call home. Nice. And she also has been interning with our team for over a year. So she really knows us too and our quirkiness. Yes. So welcome, Anna. We're so happy to have you.
Happy to be here.
That's awesome. Welcome, Anna.
Thank you.
So excited for you to be here. So why everyone is moving to Plymouth, Mass right now, and why it might be your next move too. Plymouth is the South Shore's perfect middle ground between Boston, Providence, and Cape Cod living. Have you been searching for that perfect town that gives you a coastal lifestyle, commuter convenience, and strong long-term value? Today we're breaking down why more buyers are choosing Plymouth and why this historic coastal town is becoming one of the most desirable places to live in the South Shore.
True. Let's start by one big advantage is the location. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's like 40 miles from Boston, 40 miles from Providence, so it's kind of like in between. So if you have to commute to Boston, or if you have to commute to Providence, or even either airport. So, and there's a lot of locations in Plymouth as well, like the bus terminal where you can take leave your car there and take the bus into the airport, or you can take the T, locally as well. But the other advantage too is you're super close to the Cape without being over the bridge. So you're kind of like the gateway to the Cape, which is kind of a great thing.
Yeah, we can get there easily if we need to.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. That also brings into the coastal lifestyle that people really love in Plymouth and the outdoor living that's all around here. It's not just a location. People love the lifestyle that Plymouth is. It really kind of ties that Cape and city living into one spot, which is really awesome for younger people and people of all ages. It's just like miles from the coastline along the Cape Cod Bay like we were just talking about, so all the beaches are beautiful. I know I love to sit on the beach and tan all the time when it's nice.
We're all in that category.
Yeah, definitely.
We were just talking about you can order your beach sticker today.
Oh, I'm going to have to do that.
So it's on our list because Renee and I will sit there when we're not working.
Oh, yes, definitely.
With the four-wheel drive or just at the public beach?
We go all the way out, Renee's a pro. We've been going out there since our kids were small. So on Long Beach, and we'll spend the whole day.
One of my favorite spots.
And if you need to go to the bathroom, oh well.
You
have the ocean.
Yes.
We improvise.
Yes,
that's right. We got to improvise.
Yeah, like we were just mentioning, the beaches like Long Beach, White Horse Beach, and Priscilla Beach, they're just amazing places to go and spend your days, spend time with family, friends, anyone that you want to hang out with. There's also a bunch of ponds. Plymouth is known for its ponds that are freshwater, about 365 to be exact, and it's perfect for kayaking, paddleboarding, all the pond activities, swimming most times as well. And besides that, we have many golf courses here. Southers March, that's where I went to preschool, actually.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I went to the Montessori preschool there.
That's awesome. And that was a bit of a drive for your parents.
Yes,
because you're in South Plymouth.
Yeah, but it was definitely worth it. It's a beautiful golf course.
Well, clearly, look at you now. You're a real estate agent on the Selling South of Boston too.
What more?
Yeah. and Squirrel Run. There's a lot of golf courses all over Plymouth, really, and some can double as wedding venues and just places to hang out. I know Waverly Oaks, right by the high school, is a good place. People like to have weddings, too. There's walking trails, too, that people like the one in downtown Plymouth. The canal, that's, like, not really exactly in Plymouth, but it's right there, too. That's a good one. And then we also have the community lifestyles that people really enjoy too, like the Pine Hills and Red Brook that have their own little markets and restaurants, things to do within the community that creates a great opportunity for people to live in a nice community and enjoy their neighbors a lot. Yeah. And then back to the ocean and the boating, whale watching, and fishing that we have here is just, it creates an amazing coastal lifestyle and outdoor living lifestyle that people enjoy in Plymouth.
Agreed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Let's talk a little bit about the housing market here in Plymouth. The current Plymouth market snapshot, the median home price is $695,000 to $750,000, and the average home value is $640,000. That is for single-family homes, and then we have, to include condos and single-family homes, there's about 150, 180 homes on the market currently. And it's about an average of 17 to 49 days for them being on market to sell.
And that's pretty quick. If
Yeah,
things are
it's pretty
priced
quick.
right, I think things are still moving very fast. We're still seeing homes that will stay on the market longer if for some reason something's not wrong with them, but maybe things need to be fixed or updated and the pricing strategy is not right. And sometimes that's not the realtor's fault. Sometimes that's seller driven. Yeah. So you can sometimes get extra value with those homes if they've been sitting and the seller needs to move for whatever the reasons, death, divorce, job location, any of those things. Right. So, yeah.
What does this mean for you as a seller or a buyer? This is still a competitive market. Plymouth gives buyers more space and lifestyle compared to closer city living. So you're going to get a lot more house in Plymouth than you are, say, in Boston. You're going to get more privacy. You're going to get more land. You're going to have the coastal living, as Anna was saying, versus Boston is going to be 2-3 times more. I would say, right?
Yeah, well, as you seem to get closer to the city.
House.
Yeah, and I think like Anna was saying, it's city and, like small town living. You know,
Absolutely.
It's both. It's not like you're stuck with this apartment in, this like you don't have a parking spot type thing. It's like there's apartments, there's condos, there's
something for everyone.
Yeah, there's a lot of options.
Right.
And why are buyers choosing Plymouth? And it's interesting, today we actually have Matthew, another team member of ours, out showing property in White Cliffs. And when I was speaking with the buyers, they're here, they're teachers, they're working at a private school, they're living on campus because it's at Tabor in Marion, and they wanted a downtown. They wanted a downtown, they wanted something close enough to Marion that they could get there within 35 minutes, but they wanted the downtown living. But they happen to be looking in White Cliffs. And White Cliffs is another one of those communities, like Anna was talking about, Pine Hills or Red Brook. And so they're looking for space and they're looking for value. White Cliffs has the tennis courts, the swimming pool. They are renovating the swimming pool, which is a huge project. They have the beach, their own private beach. And of course, they have golf. So it's like living in a, bougie community, but they're close to getting to wherever they need. Whether they're flying out of Providence, like we were talking about with the airport's proximity as well. And as Lori was talking about, you can actually buy a little more land in Plymouth than you can closer to the town, closer than some of the towns you get to the city. Sometimes you can get newer construction. South Plymouth has blown up. Over the last 5 years, we're seeing home prices in the 8s and the 9s and even over $1 million in South Plymouth, which my parents bought their first home in Plymouth in 1980 for $32,000. It was new construction in West Plymouth, and now in West Plymouth we're looking at $1 million homes in some of the communities in West Plymouth. So the coastal proximity, where we're not inland, we are right on the coast. So you are getting that space and value. Again, as Anna said, there's a lifestyle upgrade there. This isn't just buying a home, it's buying your beach access, your outdoor living, community events. There are so many community events downtown in Plymouth and in other areas. Like right now, the Priscilla Beach Theater will start opening up for the summer. Yeah. So for people that want theater, there's downtown Memorial Hall where they have everything from cage fighting to,
they really
musicals and to comedians. And you can also, like Renee was saying, it can be a slower pace without being disconnected. So if you want to go to your home and have your peaceful spot and not do any of those things, Plymouth is definitely the place that you can do that with, even with trails and bike riding and things like that. So the flexible commuting that Renee touched on earlier in the segment, with so many hybrid workers too, where people are really only going into these cities a couple days a week still. They're able to live in Plymouth, and even though it may take them an hour to get to either city, it's still easy enough to get into the city. Right. And, traffic here, as we know now, will start to stink as people are going down to the Cape. This weekend is, for us, Memorial Day weekend, so we're going to start to see a little bit of the busyness. Yeah. Even though the weather is not cooperating, today is going to cooperate. Yeah. So I think that from a value perspective, there's so much choice, not to mention, which we didn't even touch on really in this segment, is the schools. There's so many schools here. 2 major high schools that have had beautiful new high schools with new fields. There's charter schools. There's a private school for elementary school children in Kingston, the town north of here. And even there's a lot of Plymouth kids that go to Bourne and Sagamore Beach. So there's a lot of choices for children for different school options.
Right. Yeah. And it's also very historic, especially in the state, but over the country too. A lot of people have never been to Plymouth, so they're like, oh, you live near Plymouth or whatever, so the home of the Plymouth Rock, the Mayflower. So it does have a lot of history to it. The Pilgrim Museum. I remember going on field trips with my kids to Plymouth Plantation. I don't know if they still do field trips there or not.
They do.
But
my granddaughter's going.
Really? Right. End of the year. End of the year school trip.
They used to have the ladies in there making the bread, and it used to smell so good. But we were talking about that one day, and I was like, but I remember when I went, it was freezing cold. It was freezing.
Thanksgiving probably.
Yeah, it was so cold. But it was one of those things that sticks in your mind. So there's a lot of that. They have the Thanksgiving parade, which is a big deal. Usually it's either raining or freezing that day as well.
Monday is the Memorial Day parade.
Yes.
So there's. Going back to Thanksgiving, it's a huge televised event.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Huge here in Plymouth. And the Plymouth Plantation, also, you can have Thanksgiving dinner there. And, I've had family members that have done it. I haven't personally done it. But, and they come and they serve you in...
Oh, that's so cool.
In how they used to dress back in the day.
Right.
So, they talk in the dialect and everything.
Yes.
It's really
cool.
Really
awesome.
Yeah, so it has that unique charm to it.
It certainly does.
So, kind of piggybacking with what Anna was saying earlier about the things that we can do here in Plymouth is I did a few little things. The summer concert series right on the green downtown Plymouth is absolutely amazing. They have a Plymouth Yacht Club for sailing for youth and for adults. Right there at the harbor.
Cool.
Which is awesome. They have the paddle boats, so you can go all along. I forget the name of that island in Plymouth on the paddle boat.
Okay,
and
cool.
you can see the little...
Browns Bank?
Yes, and you can see the little islands out that goes right around the islands there. They have a farmer's market.
That's already started, too.
Has already started. I believe it was last weekend. They start in the mid-May. They have... the private and public golf courses. There's 10 public golf courses, 3 private golf courses. And then we have the cranberry harvest. So here in Plymouth, I'd say South Massachusetts, we're all about the cranberry bogs as well. We're surrounded by cranberry bogs, including Plymouth. And they're just so beautiful. And you can see people gather on the side of the street when they're picking the cranberry bogs, and I don't even know how they possibly do that, but we have family members, right?
Yes,
Renee, you do
yes,
too.
yes.
I
Renee's
as well.
done it.
I've done it. I've been up.
it?
Been there,
Renee's
done
been in,
that.
Renee's been in the
my
bogs.
goodness.
Probably never again in my life, but yes.
I hear stories, you know, with
with the
yeah,
spiders,
with the spiders,
waiter
and-
boots, and then you fall in, and they fill up with water.
Yep.
It's a lot of fun.
But it's fun to watch on the side of the road.
No, it is.
right?
Like
And it's
you
beautiful.
have a lot.
It
They
is.
have
It's
tour
really cool.
buses that actually go around in harvest time. And I remember my father-in-law doing it. Like they would pull over, and he would be like the tour guide, like
Stop
on
it.
his own
That's so
property,
cool.
Isn't that
and he
awesome?
loved that. You know, just because a lot of people don't understand it, and they have never seen it before. So when they do see it, and they want to try it.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
so
I
it's
think it was
interesting.
brilliant that they figured out what could grow in sand,
Right.
Yeah.
and it was cranberries.
Yeah.
Right.
Because even myself being in West Plymouth, when I put my lawn in, I put sod in. Well, guess what? It's sand. It's sand. It doesn't look nice anymore. As much as I try to treat it, we are on sand here, and so obviously. It was great for farmers back in the day and today.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
so
It's
they made it work.
It's very interesting.
It is funny, a lot of people don't know that. A lot of my friends down in Virginia, I'd say cranberry bog, and they're like, what is that? I've never seen that. I've never heard of that.
Exactly.
So it's so funny. I have to
Yeah.
like send them pictures. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is a cranberry bog.
Oh, that's actually funny because we take things like that for
I know
granted.
people
Yeah.
will say, "Well, it's a cranberry field." I'm like, it's not a field.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. So about Plymouth and kind of who it's perfect for, it's really perfect for anyone. Anyone can find their home here and their future here. A lot of buyers relocating from Boston that want to have kind of a bigger land like we were talking about, or a bigger house like to come here, or downsizers wanting like a condo somewhere in a community. We have those as well in Plymouth. It's really all about the lifestyle you're looking for and the convenience of being so close to the Cape and really close to the cities as well. A lot of people also have second homes here, like on the beaches
Right.
or by the ponds for summer in the warmer weather, which is not as often as other places,
Yeah.
but when it comes, it's beautiful.
It really is.
And then just the families looking for space and coastal living, we really are like the perfect place for anyone who's looking for a balance between work and their lifestyle.
Agreed. And if you've been thinking about making a move to Plymouth or anywhere on the South Shore or even the Cape, this is exactly the kind of market where strategy matters. Homes are still moving quickly, but opportunities are always opening up. So reach out to our team. We'll help you figure out where to focus, what to avoid, and how to win in this market.
Absolutely.